Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my creative life. Today I'm making a card using these stickers. I'm assuming that's what they would be called, from Crazy Creations. I bought them from the expo, and this was earlier in the year, and this is glitter paper that I also bought there. So basically, with the samples and everything that they showed, you take these open vinyl or stickers. They're very thick. So I say vinyl. I'm not sure if that's actually what they're made out of, but they're very different than like your normal paper sticker you would just buy anywhere else. But you apply it onto really any paper, but a lot of their samples had them on these glitter papers, and you can color these papers in. Now, they also had other colors of glitter paper, but I thought it would just be easier to buy the white, especially since I was just trying it out, and then I would color it in with alcohol markers, which is what I do once I fussy cut it as close as possible to the actual black. So when I was putting down the alcohol markers, I was trying to follow the whole, lighter and then gradually getting darker and darker. I'm not sure if that's really necessary with this glitter paper, but I did it anyways. And I don't know if you can tell, but on the cherry, you see where I put actually, if you look at it, it looks like it's a lighter, almost a white, but that was the darker pen. So it kind of like it scratched it off. So that's why I'm saying I'm not sure if it's necessary to do the layering, but I did it anyways, and I think it turned out great. So the paper that I'm using with it, and the reason why I color coded it blue frosting and that red cherry, well, I guess the cherry would be red anyways, is I'm using this Alice in Wonderland paper that I bought from the expo as well, from Scrappy Boy, and I love it. No, technically this is not even really an Alice in Wonderland themed in any way except for the paper, and I thought, hey, you know what, it adds a little fun. So I'm calling this a fun fold because I did use this is a standard A2 card, 4¼ by 5½, and then I scored it at 5½. So I folded it over, and then I folded it the opposite way. So you saw me do that. And right now I'm just measuring that little sliver part because I'm trying to decide what size do I cut my papers. I did cut it at 1¾ by 5, and that gives a pretty even border around, not border, it leaves a border around the paper so you can still see the white base of the cardstock, or in my case, the white base. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this in a minute, but I'm also going to grab a piece of red. So I'm going to put that in the inside. So same thing, 1¾ by 5 inches. And I'm going to put that in at the inside of the smaller little space, and just go ahead and adhere those. Now, the one thing I'm contemplating is, even though, so if I do that, put the red there, put the pattern paper on the top one, because of course I want to see it. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I am following a sketch, and this sketch is from Sketch and Scrap. I used to be on their design team. I decided to step back, but they still have awesome sketches, so I'm still going to follow them whenever I get a chance. And even though it doesn't call for that fun fold, I'm going to see how that bigger piece of paper going downwards, I'm using that as my fun fold portion. So I think it works out perfect. And I am going to put that cupcake on a circle and a scalloped border. So I cut those with my Cricut. Now I do have punches, but this gives it the exact size that I need. And the punches, are specific to whatever size I have, right? So I'm going to go ahead and glue those together. And I'm going to use foam adhesive, or the dimensional adhesives, on the cupcake, or the back of the cupcake, and then so it pops up a little bit, which I think is fun. And I don't know if you noticed, but those dimensionals are black, and those I got from Stampin' Up, and I don't know if they still make them, but I did see other brands at the expo, so using black, because that cupcake had kind of that black border because of the sticker, I thought that worked best. But look at how cute that is already. I did put some dashes on the white portion with my black pen. And if you know me, if you subscribe to my channel, this is usually something I do as an afterthought. So I'm glad I did it first. And just remember, you only put adhesive on the half that's going on the paper. So obviously, otherwise you're going to close it shut. So I'm looking at this, and I think it's super cute just like this. But part of me is thinking, ooh, I feel like that needs something else. So I did use some red again, and I cut that down with the white border. But look at what a huge difference that is. I love it. Now, a lot of times I don't stamp sentiments in the inside, but I just felt like this one needed one. So I'm going to use this basic kind of happy birthday stamp, put it on my acrylic block, put some ink on it, and you're going to see my big oops in a minute. Look at, turn it over. Oh my God, it fell off. So I really try very carefully to pull it off to think, oh, maybe it's not that bad. I tried to do a very deeper impression, but look, that is a hot mess. It's not going to work. It's not going to be like this really cute grungy look because it is awful. So unfortunately, that glue dries really well. So I peeled off as best as I could. I was so happy I did not rip anything. And then I just cut another white piece and put it right over there. And nobody except for you guys are going to know that I messed up right there. And of course, if you look there in that bottom right, there's the back part of the dimensional that's stuck in there, but I'll pull that off right now. So another thing that I do when I have these, when they're not really sticking to the acrylic block, is I use some repositional glue stick. And look, it just stayed perfectly, and there it is. But I hope you do like this card, and if you do, give me a thumbs up. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, because I do post 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in the Command Center. And in this case, this is the card. And by the way, the Command Center is the name of my craft room and also my blog. Thank you so much for watching. All the details will be down in the information box. Bye.